Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I mostly share my love of fragrance and enjoying my collection. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my 2022 favorites from Bath & Body Works. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. I wanted to share my best of 2022 Bath & Body Works fragrance list before the semi-annual sale starts next week. I think there have been a lot of nice releases this year, with some of my favorite collections being the fall ones, but I have favorites from throughout the year. I've included my top 5 picks from each season, and will share a brief overview of each scent. Starting with the spring collections, first up is Whipped Berry Meringue from the Brunch collection, and this has notes of fresh berries, whipped sugar, and fluffy vanilla. And this is basically boardwalk taffy and cotton candy clouds, but with a bit more berry. It's a very sweet berry cotton candy type of scent, and I think it's just perfect for spring. And next is Fresh Getaway from the Fresh Laundry collection, and this has notes of bright yuzu citrus and fresh ocean air. And I really love this one, especially for bedtime. It's just very bright and citrusy, and it smells a lot like yuzu. And I think overall, it's just a bright, clean, citrusy scent with a kind of airy quality to it. And then there's Pastel Skies, which has notes of soft cloudberries, pink spun sugar, and coconut musk. And this is a very sweet and fruity scent, but it wasn't as sweet as I expected. And the coconut musk brings down some of the sweetness, but I feel like it ends up being a really nice, fresh vanilla scent. And then there was the standalone release Butterfly, which has notes of raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. And this is a really nice, sweet floral with some syrupy raspberry. It has a fresh, airy quality, and the vanilla has kind of a light, bubblegummy sweetness to it. And I think that the floral is soft and almost powdery. I've really grown to love this one more and more, and I'm hoping it sticks around as part of the signature collection. And my last favorite from spring is from the Mother's Day collection, and it's Buttercups and Berry Bellini, which has notes of strawberry puree, buttercup flowers, and bubbly Prosecco. And this has a lot of sweet, syrupy strawberry with a slight floral note. And the Prosecco gives it a very sparkling quality. And overall, it's just very fruity and sweet, and I find that I've really been liking strawberry scents this year, so I really love this one. And moving on to summer, first up is Pink Watermelon Blast, and this has notes of juicy pink watermelon, sugared strawberry blossoms, and lime zest. And this is a really bright, fresh, fruity scent, and the fruit is a mix of watermelon and strawberry, but despite the name, it feels more strawberry than watermelon. And overall, it's very sweet and fruity and candy-like. And again, I have been loving strawberry this year, so I really enjoy this one. And next is Beach Nights, which has notes of toasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, s'mores accord, beach driftwood, and creamy vanilla. And this is very sweet with a toasted marshmallow feel that's not too smoky. And it ends up being a super sweet vanilla marshmallow scent, which are notes I absolutely love. So of course, I've really been liking this one. And then for semi-annual sale, they brought out Strawberry Soda, which has notes of fresh strawberries, bubbly seltzer, and crushed ice. And yet again, another strawberry scent. And this one is a fizzy strawberry candy-like scent. And the strawberry is quite strong, and the fizzy note doesn't overpower it, so it ends up being very sweet and candy-like. And I really wore this to bed a lot in the summer and really loved it. And I also really enjoyed the Funfair collection that they brought out for SAS. And first, there was Bubblegum Pop, and this has notes of gumball sugar, candied fruits, and citrus burst. And this is a really sugary bubblegum scent mixed with candied fruits. And it also has lots of bright citrus, but it does dry down to be very bubblegummy. And the only thing is I still wish that it had a matching lotion, and I don't know why they released only the mist and the shower gel, so I don't know if that'll ever come out, but I do really enjoy the scent. And from that same collection is Orange Vanilla Twist, and this has notes of juicy orange, summer sherbet, and vanilla creme. And this one is very fruity with a big burst of orange that smells kind of like Fanta orange soda. And it becomes more creamy and ends up smelling just like an orange creamsicle. And I think it's just very sweet and fruity and creamy, and it's just delicious for summer. And moving into fall, first up is Pinkberry Clouds, which came out kind of right in that period between summer and fall. And this has notes of strawberry spun sugar, marshmallow fluff, and fresh air. And this is a very sweet, powdery, cotton candy like scent with some added fruitiness. And the airiness makes it feel like a lighter version of cotton candy clouds. It's very sweet, but quite soft. And I absolutely love this one. And I'm still mad that I didn't pick up more of this. And I'm really hoping to find some at the semi annual sale. And then there's another standalone scent, Fall in Bloom. And this has notes of juicy plum, wild blooms, and velvet moss. And this is a nice floral scent that feels like it has a lot of mixed flowers. It's pretty sweet, and it also has a nice syrupy plum note, as well as a little bit of wittiness. And I find it to be very similar to Burberry Her, only slightly sweeter and with a little bit of a darker fruit note, and I think it's a really pretty scent for fall. And then there's Pink Suede from the Sweater Weather collection, and this has notes of blush berries, velvet peonies, and soft cotton. And this scent actually had to grow on me a little bit, but now I really enjoy it. And it has a lot of berries that aren't really tart or sharp. They're kind of soft and a bit sugary, and the floral note is very subtle. And it's a little musky and has a very kind of fresh linen type of feeling to it. And the sugariness of the berries tones down as it dries, but overall, it's still a sweet berry scent with a very clean feeling and hint of floral. And next is Autumn Drive from the Road Trip collection, and this has notes of wild raspberry, warm amber, and vanilla birch. And this is a nice soft raspberry that's not sharp, and it has a nice soft wittiness to it as well as some sweetness. And the scent feels very warm and cozy from the amber. And I think it's a perfect fall scent, having a mix of raspberry, woods, and warmth with a good amount of sweetness as well. And the last fall scent is Enchanted Candy Potion from the Halloween collection. And this has notes of spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, and whipped pixie dust. And this is a really strong berry scent mixed with sugary candy. And the candy has a bit of tartness and smells kind of like candied mixed berries. It also has a bit of a powdery feeling as well as some warmth. And overall, it's a really sweet and fun kind of berry candy scent that I think is perfect for Halloween. And moving into winter and holiday, first up is Strawberry Snowflakes. And this has notes of juicy strawberry, whipped cream, and iced bergamot. And this has to be my favorite scent of the year from Bath & Body Works. I've just been absolutely loving this, and I've been wearing it to bed a lot. And it's basically a delicious strawberries and cream scent. The strawberry feels very fresh, and the cream has both a vanilla and a powdery feel to it. I think I initially described it as whipped cream dusted with powdered sugar. And the bergamot gives it a little brightness, and I've actually grown to like that part of it. This isn't the same as strawberry pound cake, but it is a lighter, creamier alternative if you find strawberry pound cake too heavy or cloying, and I would definitely recommend giving this one a try. And next is Snowflakes Cashmere, and this has notes of vanilla cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. And this is a returning scent, but I actually feel like I like this year's more than last year's, which was in the faceted packaging. And it's a very creamy scent with a lot of sweet vanilla and caramel. And the clementine gives it a hint of brightness and cuts through some of the sweetness. But overall, it still is a really delicious, sweet, creamy caramel scent. And of course, I have to include Wrapped in Vanilla. And this has notes of soft vanilla, velvet sugar, and chantilly creme. And at first, this one has a strong baked goods type of smell, along with some sweet sugary icing. And it's a bit like a toned down version of Christmas cookies at first. It's super sweet with a very sugary feel, but it softens to be a rich, creamy vanilla with hints of frosted cake, but it feels more like icing than cake to me. And overall, it's a very gourmand vanilla scent with hints of cream and sugary icing. And it's one of my favorite vanilla scents that Bath & Body Works has released in a while. And from that same collection, I also really love Blush Cardigan, which has notes of sweet raspberries, sugar-dipped violet, and warm amber. And this one has a lot of sugary, juicy raspberry, and it's very bright and candy-like. And the violet is soft and powdery and so pretty. And the amber is subtly sweet and warm. And I think it's just a beautiful powdery violet scent with some sweet candied raspberry and warm amber, and I've really been loving this one. And finally, the last scent is Life of the Party, which has notes of pink citrus, bubbly prosecco, jasmine, and shimmering vanilla. And this has a very fizzy, boozy opening mixed with some bright, sharp citrus and strong jasmine. And it ends up being a warm, fresh, subtly sweet vanilla with a bit of that bubbly citrus. And I think it's very perfumey, and I actually feel like it has a hint of In the Stars in it. And I think that this is a great New Year's scent and a nice way to wrap up the collections for 2022. So that's it for my top 20 scents from Bath & Body Works 2022 releases. I was surprised by how many scents I really loved over the course of the year, and I really look forward to seeing what they have in store for us next year. Let me know what your favorites were from Bath & Body Works this year. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.